Hey there, it's CJ Willie, and I'm cracking a pack. Today I have a pack of Dark Ascension. I started playing Magic in the Innistrad block just around the time that Dark Ascension was released. I've cracked open probably 20 packs of Dark Ascension. Cards I'd like to pull: Mykios the Unhallowed. That's a mythic that's almost $40. Aside from Mykios the Unhallowed, some of the mythics I'd like to pull: Sorin, Lord of Innistrad, Huntmaster of the Felds, and Elbrus the Binding Blade. Rares that I wouldn't mind getting: Thalia, Garden of Thraben, Vault of the Archangel, Gravecrawler, Dralf's Messenger. There's even a couple of tokens that have some value: Sorin's Emblem, and the Vampire token that goes along with Sorin as well. As I go through the pack, I'll indicate if the card would just go into my massive trade box, or if it's something that I would actually put into one of my current decks. Let's get to cracking this pack. Burden of Guilt, single white mana, enchantment aura, enchant creature. You can pay 1 generic mana, tap enchanted creature. This is trade binder fodder. Death's Caress, 5 mana, 3 and 2 black, sorcery. Destroy target creature. If that creature was a human, you gain life equal to its toughness. Good card in limited, but trade binder. Nearheath Stalker, 5 mana, 4 and a red. Vampire Rogue at 4/1, has Undying. The Undying mechanic's really cool. When a creature dies, you return it to the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it. This card's trade binder. Gruesome Discovery, 4 mana, 2 generic, 2 black, sorcery. Target player discards 2 cards. Morbid, if a creature died this turn, instead that player reveals his or her hand, you choose 2 cards from it, then that player discards those cards. Morbid was another cool ability that if a creature died, you got an added bonus when you cast the card. Thought Scour, single blue mana, instant. Target player puts the top 2 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard, draw a card. This is one of my favorite mill cards. It's definitely in a deck. Scorch the Fields, 5 mana, 4 and a red, sorcery. Destroy target land, Scorch the Fields deals 1 damage to each human creature. I am not a fan of land destruction. This is trade box. Somber Wild Dryad, 2 mana, 1 and a green, Dryad at 2/2, has Forest Walk, has a little bit of evasion. You don't see Forest Walk, Mountain Walk, Swamp Walk, etc., or even Intimidate. Now Menace is the preferred mechanic. Trade binder. Bone to Ash, 4 mana, 2 generic, 2 blue, instant, counter target spell, draw a card. It's a little too expensive. I don't run it in any current deck. It's trade binder. Gather the Townsfolk, 2 mana, 1 and a white, sorcery. Put 2 1/1 white human creature tokens onto the battlefield. Fateful Hour, if you have 5 or less life, put 5 of those tokens onto the battlefield instead. I love this card. It goes really well into a humans deck that triggers off of when a human enters the battlefield. I have it in one of my mono white human decks. First uncommon is Wolf Hunter's Quiver, single generic mana, artifact equipment. Equipped creature has tap. This creature deals 1 damage to target creature or player. And tap, this creature deals 2 damage to target werewolf creature. Equip for 5 generic. This is trade binder. Equipping for 5 generic mana, way too high of a cost for what this card does. Nibelus of the Urn, 2 mana, 1 and a white. Spirit at 1/1 has flying. Whenever Nibelus of Urn attacks, you may tap target creature. I don't currently feature in a deck, but it's slightly trade binder. Altar the Lost, 3 generic mana, artifact. Altar the Lost enters the battlefield tapped. You can tap it, add 2 mana to any combination of colors in your mana pool. Spend this mana only to cast spells with flashback from a graveyard. In the limited environment, this card was bonkers. You had plenty of cards that had flashback, and adding 2 mana to cast those cards was incredible. Okay, well, we get a great rare or mythic rare. Alright, Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. 2 mana, 1 and white, legendary creature, human soldier at 2/1, has first strike. Non-creature spells cost 1 generic more to cast. Thalia currently is the second highest value card in the set, around $8. I've never opened a Thalia. This is a really cool card. Definitely not trade box. Then a dumb ad card. Why couldn't it be a token? And our flip card is Soul Caesar, 5 mana, 3 and 2 blue, spirit at 1/3, it has flying. When Soul Caesar deals combat damage to a player, you may transform it. If you do, attach it to target creature that player controls. We flip it around. We get Ghostly Haunting, Enchantment Aura, enchant creature you control, enchanted creature. I played this a little bit early on. You can turn it into a control magic and yank one of their best creatures. And then a mountain. My favorite card, or best card of the pack, definitely has to be the Thalia. I think that's a pretty cool opening. Thalia is a card that I'll definitely find a spot in one of my decks. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Take some time to tell me in the comment section what was your favorite card or best card out of the pack. Until next time, when I'm back to crack the next booster pack of Magic the Gathering.